folks. Thanks for joining another exciting edition of Oxford Patrol Live. We are at Walmart in Oxford, and ooh, the second police officer just rolled up. So let's go see what we got going on here. Wanna join me? Let me show my display here. What we got going on here? Look, two more just came. They must have mega shoplifter. They must have mega shoplifter here in Oxford. I think we got, they just walked into the thing. I think we got a shoplifter. Let's hang out and see. Must be one of the undercover guys. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah. Sir, would you want to be interviewed on a live stream? Would you want to be interviewed on a live stream? I don't like accosting people, but it just felt right. It just felt right. It just felt right. There's a guy out there selling cookies or something. Out there accosting people. You know, when you go to shop at Walmart with like your last $20 or something, and then you got to come in here and fight the people accosting you. And now they go right up in the middle of the store in the aisles, and they like accost you and ask you if you want to switch your services. And it's kind of annoying. And then they set up right out there, right outside the exit. And they cost you like they hide themselves so that as soon as you exit the door, boom, donate, boom, give me money. And I'm like, you want to donate to my rent fund or like, you know? So yeah. So the door's still shut, nothing going on there. Trying to be kind of courteous. And I'm trying to be kind of courteous and like not show people like when they're coming and going. I don't want to create, I don't want to create disturbance here. Well, pretty sure what happened is they caught a shoplifter. They got a big bust here on Oxford Patrol Live. Thanks for joining. If you're just joining the stream, we're here at Oxford, Walmart, and I mean, I can't say for sure, but what it's looking like is there's they've caught a shoplifter. So it's probably actually going to be a while. If you ever watch any of the YouTube videos that they release of Would you want to be interviewed on live stream?
Do what?
Would you want to be interviewed on live stream?
That's okay. I appreciate it very much.
Rightfully so. They declined the interview, but even the sergeant declined the interview. Yeah, they must have wrapped up. I don't know if they There was a gentleman walking out. I don't know if it was like one of their undercover like shoppers or whatever. Oh yeah, there it goes. So I don't know if they have a let's go Costa. Let's go crazy. I don't know if they thought he was shoplifting or Hey sir, would you want to be interviewed on live stream? Would you want to be interviewed on live stream? Think you shoplifted? Misunderstanding? I didn't hear the tail end of what he said there, but it may be a misunderstanding. I'm always afraid. Yeah, leave me in the comments if you're ever afraid, like when you go and shop in Walmart. Like say you're looking at your shopping list on your phone and you put it back in your pocket and you're afraid that they're going to think that you're stealing. And then they like stop you and detain you. They're pretty aggressive too around here at all Walmarts. But this one is no exception. We gotta.
3. Burville Avenue. From assault. 1. Anna Avenue. Griffin Avenue. 08 hours.
I think they said injury from assault on Nova Avenue. Speaking of which, I don't want to leave I was going to go show something else, but we can hang here a bit. If you guys want to see if anything comes out of it. See if anything comes out of this. Yeah, we can kind of see here if something happens. I think he's trying. I better turn my Wi-Fi off. I hope he doesn't lose the stream because I think he's trying to connect. Slowing the stream down. And we'll see anything. So one of the officers has already left. I don't know if I missed him taking somebody out or it may be that the guy was with somebody that actually did shoplift, and so they stopped him too. And like he didn't want to. I was trying to respect him. He didn't want to be interviewed. So I didn't like press on what he was saying and what was going on. See if they maybe bring someone out in handcuffs. On this Monday evening, March 30th, on Outfit Patrol Live. This is strange. Why don't you guys leave a comment? I don't see, it's not showing me like what kind of viewers we're looking at here or anything.
Already.
Yeah, it cuts out. I need to fix my antenna on my scanner. It's a little loose, and like sometimes it cuts out. Sometimes it cuts out. Well, all the time now. So. So we're just waiting. I mean, for appearance's sake, what it's looking like is they have caught a shoplifter, and they are now doing the paperwork for charges. They may or may not release the alleged shoplifter. They may take him or her to jail. You know, we're just gonna hang out here a minute and see what unfolds here on Oxford Patrol Live. And the gentleman that was walking away, that I asked if he wanted to be interviewed earlier, he obviously was not driving. He was obviously walking. And I don't want to jump to conclusions, but like I have a hunch that he was with someone that shoplifted, and he was released. They probably searched him and everything, or he probably volunteered to be searched, and then they let him go. He didn't look like he was in the mood to be interviewed. He was wanting to get out. He was wanting to roll. So we got the others coming up here. And it may be that he was the only, maybe they effed up. Maybe nobody was shoplifting. And it was a false alarm. And they went and detained that person and everything and all of that mess. Over a big nothing burger. And I almost have a hunch that's what, I smell a lawsuit. Nice car, buddy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, would you look at that car?
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well...
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well...
What the heck is that?
Oh, let's go look at that fender. Can you see it? What is that? What is that? Oh no. He's not gonna park. But here they go up there. The walk of shame, that's what you call the walk of shame. It doesn't look like they got anybody. It doesn't look like it happened. It doesn't look like it came to fruition. What do you know? Oh, what do you know? I think they just stopped somebody that looked like he was shoplifting. Or maybe even more likely is that they think that he may have shoplifted before. And they figured they would get him this time, and it just so happens that he didn't steal anything there, or maybe he wasn't. Okay, you got structure fire. Hear that, guys? I think they said. I think they said it was on the Melville Avenue again. I'm having a hard time hearing. I got to do some work on it and fix my antenna issue. But here they go. Yeah, there's a structure fire. But I'm going to show you guys something over here. If you're wondering how and why the police are so aggressive, particularly around Walmart, and nobody knows about it. We're gonna deflock this over here, guys. We're gonna deflock it on the live stream. I've been wanting to do it, and I already previously took video of it last year, and I never got around to making a proper video. Let's do it live. F it, let's do it live.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. F it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
And then we got to connect to the website too. But I don't know if they'll let me do it on mobile stream. In my stream, if I open another app, so we'll have to do part 2 of actually entering this into the website. And also, I have a hunch that that's why they were on to me, like, kind of recently about my license plate. There's nothing wrong with my license plate, nothing wrong with my life, but it's possible that these license plate reader cameras that they have set up are having trouble with reading my plates in the cover.
Building black smoke
Let's listen to this for a minute.
on fire ground.
There's black smoke wherever the fire is. So check this out. Check this out. What is it? What is that? What is that? What is that right there? So this is on Todd Road. When you're like exiting Walmart and the unsuspecting out-of-towners think they have an easy getaway. There's like nobody that hardly comes this way. But guess what? Look what they got there. That is a flock camera, ladies and gentlemen. It's here on Todd Road. It's been here for a while. I've noticed it. No fanfare, it was just secretly, quietly put up. And I mean, I'm not necessarily against them, but what the problem is, because they can like solve a lot of crimes and stuff, and like when people are missing and kids are missing and things like that. The problem with them is who's watching the watchers. And I think I will do a part 2 of this video and show
Engine 181, okay.
Incidents, detailed incidents, real incidents, where police have been going onto the flock database searching for the ex-girlfriends. What are the ex-girlfriends doing? You know what? There is some black smoke. I can see on the horizon there. We've got a fire here. It didn't say Oxford though. I don't believe. I have to listen. It's hard to hear. I got to do some work on my antenna here. I don't know if you can see. There, we can go that way if you guys want. There is some black smoke on the horizon there. Want to go see where it's at? You got a comment. You guys got to leave comments. Do you want to go? Or are we done with the stream here? You got to let me know. If I don't have any, but nobody cares. Why am I doing this? It's kind of fun. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. What do we have? We got a fire somewhere. It's likely out of Oxford, city of Oxford, because it looks like it's probably out of Oxford. And also, I didn't hear them screaming engine 11. Here we go. Might be some more. They're calling.
102, engine 31, engine right auto body.
There we go. The stream was not getting connection there for a moment. So, those of you just joining, we're doing another episode of Oxford Patrol Live. An unexpected episode we have here on March 30th. What happened was, oh no, don't lose my stream. Oh no, don't lose my stream. Yeah, if you're just joining, it looked like what was going on was a possible shoplifter at Walmart. And so we just wanted to, I have a hunch they thought he took something by his looks or something. It's possible. It's very possible here in rural Butler County, Ohio. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the flock camera too. There are cameras nonetheless. Right. So, what are we gonna do, guys? You guys want to chase this fire? I'm almost starting to feel.
Chief 152, clear on
We should go check out this fire. What do you guys think? You got a comment? Leave in the comment. Do you guys want me to go look at this fire, or should we wrap it up for the day? Because I got the Maris. I got to go do some things.
correction taker.
I guess he got hacked or something on his PC already. I think a hacker hacked the hackers. And I probably got to go reinstall Windows. And anyway, let me see if I can tighten this up a little bit. But I guess it's a fire. And I think I can see the smoke. I think I can see the smoke. Or I could earlier. It's possibly in McGonagall. Let me get some air on in here. It's kind of warm today. Whew. Better than cold. Alright. Well. Yeah, looks like there's a structure fire. Looks like it might be in McGonagall. I don't know if I'm going to go that way on rush hour on a Monday. We're going to get stuck in a traffic jam, so what's going to happen. But maybe we can get one step closer. Maybe we can see what's going on and what happened. What do you think? Should we do it? I'm not saying any comments.
That didn't seem like it was the last was the fact that they had a shuttle to go towards orbit and places on the moon.
Grab me a pop.
That seemed like, oh yeah, that's all.
Out of my trunk.
You know?
But most people alive today have no memories of looking at the moon and knowing that people were up there. Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen says that when he and his crewmates fly around the far side of the moon, then send back images and video of the distant, tiny Earth,
we hope that just for a moment that people will pause and say, wow.
he says their mission may not be the solution to all of humanity's problems, but it's something positive and hopeful that shows what's possible when people work together. Nell Greenfield Voice, NPR News.
Time now for my unsung hero.
I still see that smoke. Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
Unsung hero. Tell the stories of people whose kindness left a lasting impression on someone's own. Today's story from Holiday Icon Smith.
Let's go for it, guys. I still see the smoke over there on the horizon, and it does look like it's out of toward McGonagall area. I say
2 weeks, and the simplest of tasks felt overwhelming.
I was feeling pretty sad, lonely,
I gotta get hydrated here.
isolated.
I say we go check it out
Somewhat, but I was
and see if we get any info.
my accent.
What's the fire? It's probably somebody's house, sadly.
I was just constantly emotionally exhausted, but I knew that something good was coming. My mom had sent me a care package, and in that care package,
Make sure I'm legit here. Somebody's like, I'm not like,
At that point, I was peanut butter anywhere.
you're not allowed to
So this
like
was
thing, and you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to
like digging my
have it in your
spoon in
hand.
there and eating my peanut butter
let's-
from the jar.
Let's go that way and see what happens. Let's
And so
do it.
I went to the post.
Yeah, like why not? Yeah, I gotta fix my antenna on my scanner radio. Cause I've been I've had it for a long time. It's been through a lot. Like I've been kind of rough with it at times, and I think I've knocked the antenna loose. And I've done a lot of like research on it. I'm not seeing much info. I'm just gonna have to like take it apart and see what's going on. I'm just gonna have to go for it because I really value it. Or I'm just gonna have to get a new radio. Yeah, it's probably not visible on the stream. Like some black smoke on the horizon because you can barely see it. Like you would have to like be looking for it like I was. Let me see if I can stop here for like just long enough to. Yeah, so, and there's a lot of radio traffic. And it's looking like there is indeed a fire. I didn't catch the address. It said Millville Oxford Road, which is 27, and it's 5:30 rush hour, and I kind of don't want to get caught in a bunch of traffic because even when there's no fire, there's going to be a lot of traffic down that way, and there's just going to be a lot of traffic now that there's actually an incident. So how we doing? How we doing, guys? How's your Monday? So for those of you just joining the stream, we were at Walmart where you're looking at like what looked like it was like a, you're not going to get me. No, you're not. You're not going to get me for running a red light. So anyway, there was a possible shoplifter, but I think it was a false alarm. But then we heard, yeah, there's definitely black smoke. Look on the horizon, guys. It's straight in front of us. I don't know. I can't zoom in right now. I can't zoom in. There's definitely a major fire. It said on Millville Oxford Road. But I'm thinking that they had what it looked like was there was a suspected shoplifter, and then he was walking away. They could have also, but I don't know. Walmart's pretty aggressive on their shoplifting these days. It's also possible. Yeah, go right ahead there, fella. Just pull out right there in front of me like that. That's fine. You're fine. That's fine. YVA 24 license plate. Look at him. He can't even drive. He's like, I'm backing up on this guy. I ain't hitting that guy when he wrecks. I'm giving this guy space. He's gonna wreck, and I ain't gonna be involved. He can't even drive. He can't even keep the wheel straight. But anyway, it's possible that he took something small, like so small, like a candy bar, that they decided not to press charges and just told him to leave. I tried to interview him. He didn't want to be interviewed. Let's see, what's the best way we can... I think I'm just going to go... Oh, no, I'm not going that way. We're going to go down Elm. It's an old DoorDash trick. Yeah, we're just going to cut down this way here. But there does look like to be a structure fire, black smoke billowing on the horizon. Scanner traffic sounds like the fire station. We're gonna head that way and see if we can check it out. Wonder if they caught any Oxford, I don't see any activity or hear any sirens, but they got the doors open ready to roll in case they need to, looks like. Yeah, they're ready to roll if they need to. They're on the roulette there. I don't know if the camera, I can't operate the camera while I'm driving. But we're gonna check this out. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for joining the live stream, Becky, Tammy, Greta. let me know in the comments. You guys want me to go check out this fire? Like, I kind of want to. I mean, I kind of got stuff to do. I'm in the middle of stuff here. But hey, I was not going to let the opportunity to live stream drama, major drama going on here in Oxford and create another fun-filled edition of Oxford Patrol Live. I wasn't going to let that pass. We had a possible shoplifter at Walmart. Possible lawsuit is what it's looking like. But then I was just messing around and lollygagging around and trying to get an interview from like the police and like someone that was like walking away from the area. Nobody wanted to be interviewed. There was a sergeant, Oxford police sergeant, who rightfully didn't want to interview. But hey, I guess you gotta try, right? I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm new to this journalism thing. I don't know.
You come in Lakesville.
But hey.
In Lakesville and.
Alright, so we're heading that way. I am not going out. No vlog. We're gonna go down. We are gonna go down. Oh, look, like we got a. We got another incident here. Alright, you gotta treat it like a four-way stop, people. Oh my God, what's going on here? Nobody's moving. Nobody knows what to do. You gotta treat it like a four-way stop, guys. Oh God, now they probably got this blocked up here. So that red light's out and it's flashing. I think the power's out over here on the south side of. Oh, thank you, sir, for knowing how to drive. He did leave me some space here. Thank you very much for having a little bit of sense around here. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I thought I was a dead man. I thought it was a lost cause. Cause look, if I couldn't have gone through here, guess what? All that backed up traffic is going to be all the way down Chestnut Street on Millville Oxford Road. There was like, we would have to, by the time we would have got through, the fire would have already been over and rebuilding efforts would have already begun. Yeah, you gotta watch what time of day you try to drive through Oxford, especially if you go up on Miami campus. You better budget at least an hour of your day to drive through campus on like a normal day. But we got through. We're gonna head this way. I no longer see any smoke, but I might not be on the right angle here. But we're heading that way here on Oxford Patrol Live. Was it a false alarm? I don't think it was a false alarm because I could see smoke billowing on the horizon. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's definitely a structure fire, and all that I caught was Millville Oxford Road, 5-something, I think, Millville Oxford Road, and I think I heard one of them mention McGonigal, which makes sense. So we're just gonna head that way. While I'm already live streaming on an unrelated issue, we might as well go check this out. And you guys can join me here live. How's that? Let me know in the comments. Joining. We were out on an unrelated issue. What looked like was a possible shoplifter at Walmart, which I think ended up being a false alarm. I mean, a lawsuit. I mean, a false alarm. And we heard on the scanner. All right, looks like we got service again. So I think we might have been in a cellular dead spot. But so yeah, we were out on that unrelated issue. I was reporting on that, and assault. And once again, I didn't catch the address. I was cutting out. It said Millville Oxford Road. There was an injury from an assault. That's what it sounded like it said. And then, moments later, we heard structure fire. I don't know if did somebody get mad and set somebody's house on fire? I'm only speculating. Let's find out. Shall we? Thanks for joining, Jen Sizemore. Let me know in the comments if you guys heard anything else. Otherwise, about a fire in McGonigal. I don't think it necessarily said McGonigal, but I think I heard McGonigal. There goes an EMT in their personal vehicle with lights, driving away the other way. So maybe it's already resolved. But I saw black smoke billowing on the horizon in Oxford in this direction. I still see a little bit. I see smoke. Can you guys see that smoke on the horizon there? It's very faint to the naked eye, much less on camera. We're going to see what's going on here. We're probably going to get stuck in traffic, but we're going to see if we can figure out what's going on here on Oxford Patrol Live. We've got fire truck, we've got ladders, extension ladders out. Whole host of activity. Looks like the road is completely closed. Nobody knows what to do. Everybody's turning around. It is madness. We got people standing around. It is madness. Let's see if we can park somewhere. I don't think Parker would mind if I pulled into his parking lot for a moment. I don't think Parker would mind. I think there are bigger and better things going on. And some random streamer parking in his parking lot. I don't think Parker would mind.
Hydrant into 192 here.
Yo. All right, let's go see what we got going on. There's a major fire. We're in McGonigal, guys. Thanks for joining, Bill. We're in McGonigal, and we're gonna go check out this fire. Check it out, guys. We got extension ladder out. Oh, yeah, they're drenching the place. It's probably that body shop. I think it's a body shop. It wouldn't surprise me. There goes another fire truck along the back way. There's smoke blowing all down. Road is blocked. This is we're at the Island Lake, what do they call it? Mobile Home Park here in McGonigal. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. They're drenching the place. They're dousing the place. Now I don't want to interfere. I don't want to go interfere. I don't want to interfere with them. I don't want to get that kind of charge. They're dousing. It looks like it is that body shop. I think it must be called Rice Auto Body. I thought it was Refits. Look at all the smoke. That's a Refit. Yeah, I think it used to be called Refit. It's still on the tow truck. So we're up here. I'm trying to take a look. Trying to stay back and keep an eye on what's going on here. And it's crazy. Did you want to be interviewed on live stream? Rightfully so. Rightfully so. He doesn't want to be interviewed. Oxford Township officer there. Nice guy. Yeah. Some of them are not. You got to watch out for the. He's speeding away. Is there another emergency somewhere? That's why he didn't want to be here. I think he's just trying to get out of here. I think he's just wanting to get out of here. I can't really hear. Let me turn my radio up, see if I can hear anything else going on. We're already at max volume here. Let me see. But yeah, as you can see, major fire. We've got a fire here in McGonigal, Ohio, in between Oxford and Hamilton. We're at the Rice Auto Body, the Refit's Auto Body shop. Major fire. They're dousing it. They're drenching the place. A lot of activity, major activity. It looks like, oh, there was an auto. Oh, look, there was an auto crash too. It looks like in the madness. Look at that. Look at what we got. Look at what we got going on here. We've got wrecked cars out in the middle of the roadway. Road's completely closed. Millville Oxford Road, guys, is completely closed both directions. You're gonna have to go around.
I've been advised on fire.
You're gonna have to go around. We've got more people. We've got other people filming. Yeah, we've got a crash during the pandemonium. It looks like it was such madness that we have a 6 vehicle crash. 7 vehicles maybe. All right. Wow, it looks like a total loss, guys. Maybe. Oh man, look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. Definitely blazing. If you guys want to be interviewed on live stream, it's a shame. It's a shame though. I hate to see. I know this place. I know people have had work done here. Yeah. Likely a total loss, guys. I smell it. I can smell the fire. I can smell the smoke. Things just drenching. The ladder is just drenching the place. And you know, I had a hunch, man. When I remember back then when I was deciding whether or not to come out here, I was like, man, I wonder if that auto body shop could be on fire. And sure enough, that's what it is. garage door. I don't want to be in there. I'm gonna have to bail if somebody thinks I'm in the way. Yeah, this looks like it's where it started and everything. So there is a white SUV in this auto body garage in flames. And I have a hunch it's possibly the source of the fire. Looks like they're making some pretty good progress. I think they had to get to that. They had to cut that garage door open. They had to get to that vehicle because it was fueling the fire. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to be in your way. Come over here. There's someone else filming. She said she's a friend of the family, and it's a shame to see this happen to somebody. This has been here for a long time, as long as I can remember. Probably for much longer. It's been here as long as I know, and I know that my sister has brought her car here before. Several years ago to have it repaired. So it looks like they've gotten to that vehicle. And are also taking they're just drenching the roof. There's still flames on the roof there. Yeah, Jen, this place has been here ever since I can remember. Like, I started noticing this place like when I began to drive when I was 16, and I would pass it, you know, weekly, bi-weekly, and it has a pretty good reputation. Still making headway on the residual elements of the fire. I still see some flames on the wall there. There's likely a lot of source material inside that shop. Gasoline, acetylene, you know, parts cleaner, things like that. Bottles of brake cleaner, probably in there. So it looks like the roof is completely gone. The roof is completely gone. And they're just hosing down the residual elements of this fire over there. Guy's doing a good job. The lowly guy up on the ladder there, I know he's not afraid of heights, or he's not showing it. We're just joining. We're at the what looks like formerly Refit's Auto Body, or Rice Auto Body. It's labeled now. Structure fire. We were in Oxford live streaming on an unrelated incident and heard this come through on the radio, and I'd like to say that you guys talked me into coming down here to see what was going on, but I'm glad I did. I ended up doing it just so we could see what's going on here. I said let me know in the comments if you want me to go check this out, the structure fire out. Nobody cared until I got here, but that's okay. I mustered up all the motivation to come down here, but it's not about me. This is a shame. This is a shame. Not only is somebody's business destroyed, but someone's car is in there. I want to make sure I'm not in the way of anything. I might have to bail. Yeah, I just kind of like, don't mind me. Coming up on here. And, that building is, I don't know how much more. It looks like there's another building back there, possibly. And I have a hunch that this is the original shop, and then there's another bigger building behind it. It's just like their customer facing, like, smaller shop. Jen says Rice and Refits are two different businesses. Rice does auto body and Refits does towing and fixing mechanical issues. They're right down the street from each other. So yeah, that makes sense. And I could have had them. I thought this place was a badged Refits at one point. Because that's what I remember it as. But I could be mistaken. Those of you just joining, we're in McGonigal at this structure fire at this auto body shop outside of Oxford. I think they're finally in control. It's very windy, so that's a problem. That's why it went up. It's very windy today. It says Refits right down the street past Barker's in the nursery. Yeah, I hope Barker doesn't have my car towed. I see it down there. I see it down there. Because the Lord knows there's plenty of tow trucks around here to take care of it. But I think given the circumstances, nobody cares about a car right now. We've got a lot of the Refits tow trucks. They had to bail. They probably had to, I don't know how far away. It could be like Jim says, right down the street there. Oh, but they're taking care of the 7-car wreck is what it was. There was like a 7-vehicle crash up here, remember? And guess who's taking care of that? It's the Refits. How many tow trucks do they have? They've got all their trucks out here towing these cars away down here from the crash scene. Or I think it was more this. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But, so it's looking like they finally have control of this fire. The problem is the way it's very windy today, and that's why it went up. And so it was probably a small fire, and then you know, with the wind turned into this. Yeah, a lot of the fire looks like was in the roof. It's completely gone except for one last piece, and that's where it looks like they're focusing on. Other than that vehicle that was inside, you guys were watching along with me when we saw them cut open that garage door and address that vehicle, which was, but that vehicle, I mean, it's not completely black, so that might not have actually been the source. It might have just caught fire. Who knows? But nobody's yelling. I'm right up in the faces, guys. Nobody's yelling at me. To bail because it's uncomfortable. There's family here, there's friends and family here, and nobody. Putting one more oxygen tanks here. It looks like he's about to go inside. He's about to go inside, it looks like. He's suiting up. He's gonna rush in there and take care of it. Those of you just joining, we're at the Rice Auto Body in Donegal, where there was a call out for a structure fire. And here's what it is. Jim says the cars that look like a crash are probably the cars they moved out of the parking lot waiting to get fixed that they moved so they didn't burn. Parking lot's usually full. Yeah, this place is always bustling. That's why I was surprised. Like, man, this place has got to be reputable because it's always bustling with people coming and going. But from what it looked like though, Jen, I'm not sure how much of the stream you caught, but it actually did look like an accident because the cars were close together and they were wrecked. And yeah, wrecked cars come here, but the way they were situated appears like there was like a fender. But I think what happened was everybody was looking at what's going on, and then somebody got hit, and then somebody was following too closely and hit the one in front of them, you know, and I think it was a chain reaction. It looked like it was an auto crash as opposed to like rescuing the vehicle out of the way, because it was a little bit down. It was down a little bit further, I do believe, and yeah, it just looked like an accident. I think everybody was looking at the fire and the activity, and crash. But I counted 7 cars over there. We have the Hanover Township Fire Department here, just doing what they do best, just doing an excellent job. They have control of this fire. They have rescue on standby. Looks like they have control of this fire. We got the lovely guy doing a great job up there, just dousing the place. I think they're doing it remotely now. get on the run. It's like filming it and like, hey, talking. Oh, well, I just now noticed this Oxford. So I guess they did call some Oxford help here. We got Oxford Fire Department there. And we just drove by the Oxford Fire Station. If you guys were watching earlier, we just drove by, and remember I acknowledged there's still some flames up there on that roof. They're still battling actual flames. But remember, we drove by the fire station, and I said they look ready to roll if they need to. All the doors are open and everything, and they look ready to roll. Checking the truck. My car's still down there. We have more sirens approaching. It is, I think, maybe another fire truck with some water. The tanker, I guess. What they call a tanker. I gotta make sure I'm not in everybody's way here. So there's a lot less smoke than there was moments ago. I think they got like one more hotspot there we're working on. I think it might be time to wrap up in a moment. I've got like what it looks like. Only some people are looking at me. I just barged up on them and like walked on up here and like didn't ask anybody anything.
Is that fucking
might have to bail because now it's under control and everybody's starting to it's starting to feel really uncomfortable. So.
the green gas valve is out here somewhere, and I was trying to.
I'm gonna get out of you guys' way. Get out of their way here. They're looking for a gas valve or something over here. It's possibly over here. And I'm just gonna give them some space. Ooh, I'm walking right. The wet ditch. But yeah, it looks like they have the fire under control. And if they're looking for, they said that they were looking for a gas valve that was potentially over there, probably as a precaution. Somebody's tailpipe off their car ended up over here. Who knows what else? Let's see. But there we have it. There we have it, folks. It looks like they're all under control. And yeah, that's where I was standing over there. they're looking for a gas valve, and it was time for me to bail. But look, there's the smoke has cleared for the most part. Still a little bit of smoke. A little bit of smoke there, and still a lot of activity. The road's still completely closed. Middle Oxford Road closed in both directions. They're still just drenching the place. The roof's completely gone. They're working on the remaining hot spots.
Where pressure washing and possibly healed something like that.
So yeah, that was Rice Auto Body here in McGonigal. What? There's some people like over by my car. I'm gonna make sure not to be paranoid, but I think there's some people that would love to have my car towed. Some of the same people that saw me over here. But anyway, it was time to roll. I was actually standing right. I didn't want to interfere, and I was standing right up there. They started looking for a gas valve, and I didn't want to be in their way there. So we're gonna roll.
That's my phone number to them.
How about that for a live stream? We were just covering a potential shoplifting lawsuit, incident, and we walked into a major fire. I feel for him over at Rice, because like I said, the place is always bustling, full of cars. They tell you that they're reputable. They're reputable, and so I would guess they're insured. They can build a bigger and better storefront and auto shop there if the codes allow it there. But yeah, so we can probably move on or wrap up the stream. I do have some things. I gotta head over to the Mari studio and do some repair, do some troubleshooting there on a service call, and so we're gonna head and do that. I'm probably not gonna stream that, but I couldn't walk away and not stream. Shoplifter at Walmart, or alleged shoplifter at Walmart being released and walking away. What was that about? And then I had the radio out talking about the flock cameras that they have outside of Walmart and on Odd Road. That probably nobody knows they're there. Then we heard on the radio that there was a structure fire. I thought I heard assault at first. Maybe it was two different things. I heard assault on Middle Oxford Road, and then I heard structure fire on the Middle Oxford Road. And then I was sitting there like talking myself into coming up here, and I saw smoke on the horizon, and
73.
And I said, why not just drive it? We almost got stuck in traffic. Fortunately, I know the backgrounds around here, most of them anyway, many of them. And I was able to snake my way through. I think there was a power outage or something at Oxford, because the light lights were flashing, and then we had strings of cars there at the flashing lights, nobody moving, just completely aloof of what to do. You're supposed to treat them as four-way stops, guys. When the red lights are not working, or if they're flashing, then it's then a four-way stop. Everybody take turns and go. Everybody was just sitting there. You saw it on the stream. If you joined me earlier, nobody knew what to do. I did. I just, screw you guys. I'm going home, and I snaked my way through. But I guess there's possibly there's a power outage as well going on the southern tip of Oxford, or it's just a malfunctioning traffic light. But I would suspect it's more likely a power outage. It's pretty common actually around here. There's like a lot of those areas. There's one. Oh, and it could be because of this. That somehow a power line, because some of the time, some of the areas, there's only one electrical line going all the way to Oxford. And if like a semi hits a telephone pole or something, then you can expect to be out of power for like many hours, a long time, because there's like one power line going all the way down 27 through to certain parts of Oxford.
8 Riley Lane, cross street.
So Jen says bye. Well, I'm not wrapping up the stream unless you were leaving, but thanks for joining, and thanks for your thoughts. So we are going to. So let's see, it's 6:18 here on March 30th on Oxford Patrol Live. We're recovering a structure fire. Rice auto body is done. It's in flames. Yeah, they're still drenching the place. And so I was like, well, this would be a good time to wrap up the stream, but I'm thinking we're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep rolling. This is Oxford Patrol Live. Let's keep rolling until I get back into where I need to be. Because who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? We were covering a Walmart shoplifter incident, or alleged incident. That was weird. Where it looked like maybe they thought somebody was shoplifting and detained him. He didn't want to be interviewed. And then we got this call that there was a structure fire on Mobile Oxford Road. We saw the smoke on the horizon. Decided to head this way and check it out. We're still rolling. We're still on duty here in Oxford Patrol Live. And let's get one last view here of the scene before we take off. Millville Oxford Road still closed both directions. Will probably be closed for many hours to come for the rest of the evening. They're still battling the flames. It looks like they're in control of the fire. But it's so windy. The wind has died down a bit.
Okay.
But it's a little too late. Because it was very windy, which flamed that fire. So we're gonna keep rolling here. I say we head back into town the same way we came, although I would suspect 27 is pretty clear by now. But remember the traffic lights that were out and and everybody just standing there, long row of traffic, what looked like miles. Everyone's sitting there at the traffic light, not doing anything and not knowing what to do, that you treat it like a four-way stop, and everybody's just sitting there. Imagine how long it would take to get through a quarter mile of traffic waiting. I'm gonna head up here. We might be in People's Way. There's people pulling in behind me with trailer. I just want to get out of the way. Yeah, let's just get out of the way. We got truckers there gonna wait it out. Gonna wait it out. A couple people there think they're gonna wait it out. It's gonna be a while before they open up this road again. Let me pull over again one moment. For one moment here. So that I can adjust the view. Oh no. Turn my volume down. I gotta get a better cradle if I keep doing stuff like this. I gotta get a camera. If I keep doing this, if you guys leave in the comments, I would like to set up a multi-view streaming system in the car, and we can do this kind of thing and have multiple angles. And plus, another thing is I can't really use my phone while I'm streaming, and that's frustrating. Say we go down Civil Beckett again because of that, if that power outage or whatever is still going on. You got people lined up there, just sitting there. Everybody just sitting there at that traffic light. And even if you don't know what to do at a like, none of them even has the courage to be like, well, I'm just gonna go. Like, everybody just sitting there. So we're gonna go this way and head back into town. See what other mischief we can get into here on Officer Patrol Live. Radio traffic calmed down a bit. Died down a bit. Yolanda joining the stream. Thanks for joining, Yolanda. Supposed to be at Yolanda's on a service call. I know I'm playing. I'm supposed to be there, and I'm out here covering fires and crimes, and I'm supposed to be at the Mari studio on a service call. But I couldn't pass down. I couldn't pass it down. Come and check out what was going on here, and what looked like the police detaining an innocent person at Walmart. I couldn't turn down that opportunity. So we're in Civil Beckett Road here, heading east. Everybody's looking for a way to get around. Going for a pretty long way around, if that's what he's trying to do. Looks like that's what he's trying to do. I would have gone down. Well, it depends on where your destination is, but if I was coming up on all that, I would have headed straight down McGonigal up in flames. Along with at least one vehicle. And then right down from that, we saw a multiple vehicle crash. We didn't see the crash, but we saw the aftermath. Boy, they got those vehicles up out of the way in a jiffy. The refits crew from right around the corner came and picked them all up. So I felt like I was just standing in people's way there, and we had to bail. They started looking for a gas shut off and everything right where I was standing, and then it was awkward. I don't normally do this kind of thing like I do when I turn right on the Kerr Road, but I've just felt uncomfortable because there were owners and family and friends like gawking at me as I was filming, and I just felt wrong. And then I felt like I was in the way when they were looking for a gas shut off, and they had the fire under control. So I said, well, we might as well bail. I've got to be somewhere. I got to go do my service call anyway. So I just wanted to take the opportunity. As we heard on live stream, fire call out on live stream. We wanted to check it out. So we're on Kerr Road here. I gotta watch out. I gotta pay attention. If anybody knows, you get this speed limit 25 sign that seems like it just pops up out of nowhere. I don't think I got a warning sign now, but it seems like it just pops up out of nowhere. 25. Boom, 25. And you're going like 45, and you're like, whoa. Slow it down. There we go. So, heading into Oxford. Back into town. New sidewalk. The road to nowhere leads to me. Oh, it's not nowhere. It goes to those houses back there. But we're heading back into town. Let's see if the traffic lights are still out and everybody's just sitting there dumbfounded at what to do. A lot of times when that happens, they'll send the officer to come and direct traffic because people don't know. People don't know the rules. That you treat a traffic light as a four-way stop when they're out or when they're blinking. Everybody just takes turns like a four-way stop. Some people don't even know how to do the four-way stop. Oh wow, I'm at 20% battery. That killed my battery. The stream has killed my battery. I do have a charging. I do have a charger somewhere. Might have to get it out. We have killed the battery. Nope, traffic light is still up and operational, and everybody is just moving along.
Engine 2022. Verify Z6027 cross of Fairview Avenue.
Yeah, it's just,
41 hours.
my radio is cutting out so bad now. I definitely need to try to fix my antenna. It's cutting out too bad to like keep using it for this kind of thing. It used to come in crystal clear. I think I knocked my antenna loose. We're back in Oxford here on Locust Street. Everything looking normal now.
P. Riley Lane. 91 Lane. 18. Lift assist.
Lift assist. That was a call for a lift assist.
28 engine 26. Medic 23 responded. 7. 242527 streets of Fairview Avenue.
Gunshot.
Male has been possibly the corner. Noble.
There's a
Near a
gunshot.
red Nissan.
Red Nissan.
Around 7.
So they're looking for somebody that like must have shot somebody.
Medic 22 responding. He is en route.
That's Medic 22. Where's that, guys? I heard Fairview Avenue. That sounds familiar. I'm trying to think of where that is, like in Hamilton or somewhere. There's a gunshot, apparently, going on in Hamilton. Wow. Butler County is just on fire on this typical. It's a warm day. There's a lot of things going on. It's an unseasonably warm day. Probably it's the warmest day of the year so far of the season, and so you're bound to hear a lot of craziness going on. But we heard gunshot around Fairview Avenue, and apparently they're looking for a red Nissan. So the suspect must have fled. I heard Fairview Avenue. That's down, isn't that down by the fairground in Butler County in Hamilton? I think that's where that is. Alright, so we're turning on the College Corner Pike. We don't know, what am I driving into here? What am I driving into? Nobody knows. You never know on College Corner Pike what you're going to run into. This is the ghetto of Oxford. Waffle in the house. So I wonder if they caught any more shoplifters at Walmart. We should go see. We should go see. Because if you're just joining or wasn't watching earlier, we were initially at Walmart in Oxford. I don't know what happened. It looked like they may have had a shoplifter, but then there was a gentleman walking away out of the the shoplifter office they have there by the entrance, and I chased him down, and he didn't want to be interviewed, but from the looks of things, he was probably innocent, and they had detained someone who was innocent, and he was walking away. He looked, I wouldn't say mad, but he looked like a little bit scared. Maybe I don't know, but we were covering that. And then I took a little detour and went and showed you guys the flock cameras that they have outside of Walmart, and I was talking about how they're kind of a good thing, but they're also kind of a bad thing because people don't want to live in a surveillance state, number one, and number two, the police are abusing their flock camera privileges in the flock camera database. They're looking up their ex-girlfriends and wives and where they're at and what they've been doing, and they're using it for nefarious purposes because it's the wild. There's a camera right there on top of the light. It's the wild west with these flock cameras. Who's watching the watchers? Why isn't there better controls? Why can just anybody, any third-rate cop, log on to Flock and look up his ex-girlfriend or somebody he thinks he doesn't like and keep track of them and see what they're doing? And that's creepy. And we're going to come up here and I'm going to show you once again. We're turning right on the Todd Road, right by Walmart, and right down from here, see there on the left is that flock camera. We deflocked that camera. We deflocked that camera. So I'll go onto the if I could on my live stream I would. I don't have another device with me on me. We can go to the website I think it's deflock.org. The last time I checked, that flock camera was not on it. You can check. You can look. There's a map. There's several around. Like there's some in Hamilton and some neighborhoods. Yeah, they're good for crime and deterring crime and catching criminals and like catching, they can use to catch murderers and kidnappers. But that's more rare. What they really use it for is to keep track of their perceived enemies and their ex-girlfriends. There was a big article on that. I'll bring it up if I do a part 2 of this stream. That they're abusing the flock camera database for nefarious purposes. And that's not only of that, but people don't want to be living in a mass surveillance state. And that's the problem with them. And if they can tighten down the controls and like things like that, maybe a lot more people will be a little more comfortable. But I just thought it was strange. One day I noticed that flock camera and I was thinking, well, no wonder they're able to catch all these shoplifters. Look at the court docket. It's full of Walmart shoplifters. It's all practically Walmart shoplifters. I wouldn't say that, but a large percentage of the cases up in Area 1 court and the local courts is Walmart shoplifters, and they've really cracked down. That's why I was surprised when I saw the gentleman walking away that came out of that loss prevention office. He was just left free to go. I'm assuming he wasn't. He was walking away from the property. I'm assuming he wasn't, because there was also an undercover shopper in there that we caught on film walking into that office, and it looked like they were letting the guy go. And Walmart doesn't let people go, even for petty, anymore. So I'm thinking that they thought somebody was shoplifting, or it could have also been. Granted, it could have also been, like, if you get caught shoplifting here, like, you're banned from the store. And there's a lot of people that say that they have facial recognition technology, and that when people are banned, it alerts them that there are banned people that have walked into the store. It could have been something like that, because the way the guy was walking away, it looked like it was sort of like a walk of shame more than it was a frustration of being falsely accused of shoplifting. But either way, it kind of looked like the guy probably just wanted something to eat. That maybe he just wanted something to eat and was turned away. Honestly, I tried to interview him, but he didn't want to be interviewed, so I respected his privacy, and we moved on. And then we saw this fire call come through, and we sit and watched Rice Soda body burn to the ground up in McGonigal. So now it's finally time. I guess I can finally go to my service call. I'm completely tardy for my service call. I gotta go do. I gotta go do some. I don't know if I'm gonna do penetration testing. I guess there was a hack. There was a hack on one of the PCs. I don't know if I'm gonna go through the whole
131 and 132.
Penetration testing, or forensics, and figure out what happened, because I'm probably not going to get the truth of what happened. But I think an issue, and if it persists, if the issue persists, then I'll do some forensics and figure out what's going on and what kind of, it's some script kiddie hacking PCs, and it apparently was successful enough for the system to go down. So we're going to go check that out. It would be a good live stream, but I don't have the setup today. We're just going to go check it out and try to fix it real quick and move on. But thanks for joining my live stream. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for your thoughts. And man, that's a shame what happened to the auto body shop. And it was a windy day. It wasn't a good day. That's what happened. So we will end the stream. Thanks for joining me on Oxford Patrol Live. And until next time, we are keeping it real. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time.